April is Autism Acceptance Month, and many are aware of the spectrum. It has a range of conditions that impact how a person behaves, communicates and interacts, and also learns.
Yeah. Dr. Aubyn Stahmer is a professor and clinical psychologist at the UC Davis Mind Institute, and she's here to talk about recognizing the symptoms and tools available for families. Good morning,
Good morning
Dr.
to you, Dr. Stahmer.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Dr. Stahmer, there has been a shift from Autism Awareness Month to Autism Acceptance Month. Why is this a simple but important change in your opinion?
Well, it's important because for a long time we've been trying to fix autism or somehow think of it as something we need to cure. And autistic people are really vocal in saying, no, this is who we are. These characteristics make us different in ways that are important and are part of our personality. We don't need to be fixed or cured. We need to be accepted, and we need this. We may need some supports, but we want to be accepted for who we are.
And accepted is such a key word there,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
Talk about the symptoms of autism and when it is typically diagnosed. Is it the early years, or can you be diagnosed later in life?
We usually can see early symptoms, and we can provide a diagnosis or identify autism as early as 18 months.
Wow.
Most children aren't identified till 4 or older, and many people who have more mild characteristics aren't identified until adulthood.
And on
But
that
we
note,
can do it earlier.
yeah, I'm sorry. Dr. Stahmer, on that note, why is early diagnosis so important? What sort of interventions are available for autistic children?
And we have a lot of wonderful evidence-based interventions we can do early on. In the US, we have a great early intervention system that starts at birth. So if we can start early, kids can learn better how to communicate with other people. We can see better language. They can learn social and play skills that work so that they can learn from their environment better and learn from their families. Parents can also learn strategies to help the kids with getting through the day, how to set up the environment so the kids learn better, because they may need more structure to speak. And so the earlier we can do that, the more likely kids are to use their skills later and really have a better quality of life.
We've been talking about COVID and living with COVID for the past 2 years, especially when you think about our kids. How has the pandemic affected the number of children diagnosed and the way in which interventions are delivered?
It's really been a challenge for families of autistic kids. It's been difficult to get a diagnosis, especially early in the pandemic, because so many places were closed or wouldn't do in-person visits. Families weren't going to the doctor, which often the pediatrician will see early signs and send the family for an evaluation. So we did see a drop-off in the number of kids identified. That is starting to pick back up. So hopefully families are going into the doctor and someone is checking out, well, this child's not quite talking the way I would expect. We have moved a lot of intervention to an online format and talking with parents about how to use the evidence-based strategies themselves at home. So I might coach a parent through telehealth, just like I'm talking to you. I might coach them with their child and help them use these strategies rather than going into the home to do it.
Well,
And that's been, I think, the biggest shift, as well as in identification. We can identify kids over telehealth a little better now.
I agree. Something that struck me that you said that was so powerful. We're not looking to be cured. We're looking to be accepted. And I think that is important for all of us to walk away
I like that shift from awareness to acceptance.
Dr. Stahmer, thank you. You're always welcome back too. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too as well. And for more information on resources at the UC Davis Mind Institute, you can go to our website, cbsla.com, and click on Seen on TV. So important to bring awareness to autism.